everybody, Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here again, coming at you with the interesting video. Today's video is how to make a survival cooking candle for an indoor survival situation. Okay, so this is something that you could use to keep food warm, and in some cases you can actually use this to cook your food. And it's just a candle. Okay, so some of the things that you're going to need are a small glass metal lid jar. Okay, now when it comes to the jar, you want something that has a big mouth on it, okay, with the metal lid. That's the first thing you'll need. That's going to be the actual candle. Second thing that you'll need, small finish nail. Some sort of hammer. Some yarn. And in our case today, we have 100% cotton yarn. If you don't have yarn, you can use some twine, but yarn is preferred. Obviously we'll need some scissors to cut the yarn, and some sort of fuel to burn, so we have some lamp fuel. You're also going to need a chisel. And that's all the things that you'll need to make this candle. This is a very easy process. Okay, now if you want to make a candle that is going to be reusable, in other words, you're going to burn all the fuel out and refill it and use it again, you want to make sure that you remove this rubber gasket material from the inside of the lid, because if you don't, what'll happen is you'll burn your candle and the heat of the lid will melt this rubber material, and it'll be almost impossible to get the lid off. So you want to remove as much of that material as you can. All of this stuff, just want to get rid of it. So I'm going to go through and very quickly I'm going to try to remove as much of that as you can. If you're not worried about it, you know, being used to use a second time or refuel, don't even worry about this step. If you just want to burn it once and be done with it, skip this step. Or if you don't have the time and it's a big time survival situation, you know. But if you want to be able to reuse, just take a brief moment and get rid of that stuff. It'll save you in the long run. Just do the best you can. While I'm removing this material, I want to talk to you a little bit. You know, if you're out somewhere and you have a campfire, you could throw this lid in the campfire and it'll remove all this stuff for you. It'll burn it off. So that's another option that you can do. Just burn it off in a campfire. Because it's kind of hard getting this stuff out. It does help though. So there we have it. The next step of the operation is to take our hammer and our finish nail, and we want to find the center of the lid, and we want to poke a hole from the inside outward. So I'm just finding that center. poking a hole through. Now you notice when you look at the hole, you see there's like this little burr. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you have this little raised area, little burr. That's good. We want to leave that there. So I'm just going to take my nail and just kind of poke it through. Just get it all the way through. Just like so. See that? Pull the nail through and leave this little burr right here. What that'll do is that'll help the wick from falling back down. Okay, now we have our yarn and we want to make our wick. So our wick is basically going to be double the length of the jar, the depth of the jar, give or take a little bit. So you see the length of the wick is considerably longer than the depth of the jar. I'm going to wet the end of the wick here and stick it in the jar through the hole. And just pull it up. Don't pull it up too high. Leave it about 3/16 of an inch. Okay? From here, I'm going to fill the jar with lamp oil. And now I'm going to place the wick and the lid on top of the jar. From here and close it. Now very quickly I'm going to put my thumb on top of the wick to hold it down, and I'm very quickly going to just move the jar upside down. What that does is that wets the wick and it gets it ready for us to light it. From here, let's go ahead and light her up. And now we have a small oil candle. So there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and kill some of these lights so you could get a better view of the flame and the candle. And I want to tell you thank you for watching the video. Thanks for checking my channel out. Please feel free to leave comments. Feel free to subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Bye-bye now.